Hey you guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about, I guess, a few things. But I'm going to start off by saying when I was in prison, one thing I noticed was that the women would come in and they would be craving attention. What I would call acting thirsty. Okay? You can't go to a prison acting thirsty. And what I mean is, women would come in and they would just be craving attention because what happens is you will attract the wrong attention, and it would happen all the time. This what would happen, and could be the young women all the way up to the older women. Okay, let me tell a story. So I met a lady. She was in her early 40s. She was a white lady. She was a suburban lady. She was married. She had the whole family. She had children. You can tell that she was very well taken care of. Her skin, her hair. She had money. She has stolen 2 point something $1 million from a church that she belonged to. Well, actually, she was working in the church and she stole this money. So she was really nice, really quiet, really scary acting. But anyway, so I really didn't know her story. I just knew that she had stole the money. One thing they always do is they ask you, they're really nosy about what are you in for, because of course they're going to make sure, you're not a baby killer. A baby killer or a snitch. Those are two no-nos. But they want to know what are you in for, and who's taking care of you. So you got to be really careful with that one. Who's taking care of you? But anyway, so one day I saw this lady, white lady, and she was really upset. So I said, "What is going on? Why are you so upset?" She said, "I'm scared." And this was once I was transferred to the low level prison. Okay. She was like, "I'm scared because they're bringing all the women from the big prison over here." And so the big prison, that was the worst. Okay. The big prison is the worst. That's where they keep all the lifers. That's where they keep, the killers, them, the lifers. But what happens is after you serve so much time, then once you go in, they give you points, according to how many years you have to do and how you behave over the years, your points go down. So once your points go down, then they will transfer you over to the low level prison. Now, in the low level prison, oh, you guys remember the Manson sisters? Yeah, they're there. Okay. But there's other women who's committed murder that's in the low level prison. It's just that they've served most of their time, and eventually points go down where they don't feel like they're at risk because they send them over to the low level prison. So anyway, she said they were sending all the women, which they were. So they was closing down one prison and sending them on to another prison and sending them over to this low level prison. But what she said was she was hiding. She was scared that she didn't want to see one particular lady. So she said that when she was over at the big prison, when she first got there, she met a lady who befriended her. And she said, "You don't have to worry about nothing. You don't have to be scared. I got your back. I'll protect you." Wow. You have to watch out for those. Okay. When somebody say that, you don't want to have nothing to do with them. First of all, you don't have to be scared. I got your back. You don't want to show fear. You don't want to show fear. Because once you start showing fear, you're the one who's going to be targeted. Okay. So I could just see her now acting thirsty, wanting some attention. Okay. So the lady eventually started coming real fast, coming to herself. Said, hey girl, look, I cooked some food. You want some food? Oh, sure. Come on in. Come on in. That's what you don't do. Come on in. So the lady started cooking her food. Within a week, the lady told her that she was hers. She said she told the lady, oh, I'll be back. I'm going outside. The lady said, well, hold up. You ain't going outside. She's like, what? The lady said, yeah, you my girl. Your girl. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm married. I have a husband. What are you talking about? B, you heard what I said. You're not going nowhere. You mine. As a matter of fact, I'm tired of you calling your husband, okay? I want you to call your husband. You call your husband and you tell your husband that you never want to see him again. And she's like, I'm not doing that. The girl started choking her, grabbed her by the hair, and said, yes, you are. I will hurt you. You're going to call your husband. You're going to tell your husband this. She's like, okay, 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 okay. So she said that she didn't call her husband. So a couple of days went by, and she figured, well, maybe I could hide from her. So she said she went out on the yard and she trying to hide behind bushes and stuff. Next thing you know, she saw this woman running up. She saw this woman running up to her. She grabbed her and was like, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? You think you can hide from me? You can say you can hide from me? Just started beating her. She said she started beating. She started screaming, help, help. Nobody came. The girl grabbed and dragged her and took her back to the room and said, oh, you think I'm playing with you? You think I'm playing with you? You mine. Didn't I tell you you mine? And so once again, she felt like scared. She felt scared. She didn't know what to do. A whole week it had went by. She hadn't called her husband. She was scared. She was scared to call her husband. So I guess because a week went by without her calling her husband called the warden. Yeah, you can do that. Your family can call the warden real fast. So her husband called the warden and told the warden, what's going on with my wife? I hadn't heard from my wife. I'm scared. This is not like her. She called home 3 times a day. So the warden called the woman in, and the woman said, oh, there's nothing wrong. I'm okay. Oh, I'm just, I don't want to talk to my husband right now. I don't want to have nothing to do with him. She was scared. She was scared to tell the warden the truth, what was going on. Okay. So the next day, sure enough, she figured, okay, I got to stay away from this woman. I could hide. Sure enough, she tried to hide on the yard again. The woman saw her, grab it, and started stabbing her with an ink pen. Started stabbing her with an ink pen. She was screaming, hollering once again. But this time, the officers saw her, so the officers ran over and stopped it. And she would start crying. She's like, take me to the warden, take me to the warden. So they took her to the warden. She told the warden, okay, there was this woman. She's been threatening me. She said if I would call my husband, I'm scared for my life. See, when you're scared for your life, if you go ahead and tell, then they would go ahead and they would put you in PC, which is protective custody. So she went ahead and told. The warden said, okay, don't worry. I'm going to get you out of here. And because she's a woman, she's a good woman. She's just in for stealing some money. She doesn't have a background of crime or anything. So the warden felt like, okay, I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna get her out of here. So sure enough, they got her and they put her on the bus and they brought her down to the low level prison. But what I'm saying is that's what happens when you go into the prison and you're acting thirsty, acting like, oh, you want some attention, you need to be friends with somebody. You don't befriend nobody, especially so fast like that. You better be able to really know that you can trust somebody before you think you can befriend them, because these lifers, oh, they don't play. They're ready. They're looking for the weak ones. They're waiting on you to come in and act white suburban, black suburban, whatever. Act like you're scared, acting like, oh, I need some attention. Especially the young ladies. They come in there and boy, do they love some attention. Love some attention. Oh, they want some mama figure. And it happens every time. I done seen it over and over and over again. They come in and, oh, I need a friend, somebody. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I've never been to prison before. Oh, you're gonna be my friend? You're okay, sure enough. You think somebody's going to be your friend? You're going to be their bitch. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. They're going to make you their bitch, and you're going to just be another one that's passing through, another one who's going to get beat down. There's so much fighting going on in prison with couples. Couples is so sad. You're going to come in, they're going to make you their bitch, okay? You're going to like it because you're getting all this attention, you're getting this sex, you're getting somebody cooking for you. Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it and love it and love it until, guess what? Until she beats your butt. Oh, there's a lot of that going on. I've seen so much of that. It was just horrible. Day after day after day. You go out on the yard, you try to relax. You can't. There's no going out on the yard because sure enough, you're going to see somebody get beat. Females, couples, I'm yours, you mine, fighting, beating each other. Not just beat. Woo, I didn't see